Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to do a quick video on ethical veganism. Now, don't turn off your YouTube yet because I'm not going to be showing bloodied animals and things that are really hard to watch, so don't worry about that. But this topic got me thinking because every once in a while I'll get comments from people saying, you're not a vegan, you're only plant-based, or you're not a vegan because you don't promote animal rights. And I just want to take a moment and just respond to those kind of comments. Okay, there's a lot of divisiveness in the vegan community online. There's a lot of hatred in between people who are vegans online and possibly even in the real world. But I don't ascribe to that. I try not to get involved in any of the drama because it's really rather ridiculous anyways. When tons of people are quitting veganism, I really didn't say much about it. Everybody has their own personal choice of what they want to do. I am vegan. I have been vegan for 10 years. It's a huge part of who I am, what I identify with. It's not the only part of what makes me who I am, but it is a huge part. It's something that I'm passionate about learning, educating myself on the powers of a vegan diet, what it can do for your health, how it is helpful to the animals, what really goes on in the production of the food that people eat in the standard American diet. I get it. I research those things day in and day out. So I know why I am vegan. I know all the reasons why I will never eat meat or animal byproducts ever again in my life. I've seen the wonderful things that it does for me, but I'm also not in the habit of bullying somebody into making a choice that they're not ready to make yet, or maybe will never be ready to make. It reminds me in one way of trying to convert somebody to your faith. When you pressure somebody, bully somebody, beat them over the head with the reasons why I'm right and you're wrong, does that ever really work? Like, think about it. When was the last time you won someone over to your side by, killing them over the head with reason? It doesn't work ever in faith, in veganism, in proving your point. Like, you just become annoying and like this loud, like clanging bang, 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 bang cymbal nobody wants to hear anything about. They'll run in the other direction, anything to avoid talking to you and your agenda. So what do I do instead? Well, let me say this. The majority of my family and friends are vegan, and it is in direct relation to the example that I have set over the last 10 years. And I'm not patting myself on the back over that, but it's because I've shown them when they've shown interest. I've talked about the health aspects. I've talked about why this is such an important reason to consider changing in your life. But I've always done it in love. I've never done it with, you better be vegan or you're gonna die tomorrow of a heart attack and you'll be sorry. Never ever have I done anything like that. And I don't suggest that you do that either. When someone in my family or a friend has shown interest in something like that, I share some recipes with them. Or they taste something I made and they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, this is vegan, what? Let me reconsider. Tilt, 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 let me watch this documentary. Tilt, 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 let me read this book. Tilt, 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 and all of a sudden they're ready to start making changes. Do these changes happen overnight? Of course not. But if I were to tell them that your meal is murder, meat is murder, the chicken that you're eating in this restaurant right now has suffered for you to eat it, like, none of that is going to help somebody change. Be a positive influence with love, and if at all necessary, then use words. I would say the exact same thing when it comes to sharing your faith with somebody. People's minds shut off, their eyes glaze over when you stop sharing out of a loving, compassionate place. And that's what we're supposed to be as vegans, right? Loving, compassionate towards animals, towards people. I know the reality of what goes on in slaughterhouses, and when I've talked to people and they say, oh, that's terrible, but that doesn't happen in my country. I think it does. But am I gonna sit there and argue with you on that point until you come to the realization that this happens everywhere and it's horrible and that the animals are killed at the height of their anxiety so the meat stays nice and plump? I have a pasture of cows across the place that I live, and one day the whole pasture is full of cows and the next day they've disappeared. Where are those cows going? I think a lot of times it just takes a little bit of like thinking, rationalizing what is actually happening. Where did this chicken leg or chicken breast on my grocery aisle or on my plate at the restaurant actually come from? These were from real, live, feeling beings that need a voice, that need us to make changes in our diet and our food choices. In the products that we use, we need to make a change, but nobody will change if you're just yelling at them. That's what I know. So I think the reason that sometimes people say I'm not a real vegan is because I'm not sharing the activism part of it. And honestly, I'm 100% aware of that. It makes me very sad. I know what's going on in that. But that is not what I choose to focus on my channel. I'm here to share positive, lighter topics to help you if you're looking to make a change. If you've already come to a realization that, you know what, this is not what I want to be spending my money on, this is not what I want to be putting my body, this is not what I want to be contributing to the environment, how and why, how do I do this on a daily basis? What are the practical how-tos? And so I focus on things like recipes, what you can eat in a day, products that are vegan, that actually don't suck. The reason why eating a vegan diet helps your health, I like to focus on all of that because I feel like it's coming from a place where people can connect with, or they can get a little nugget of truth, and that will spark something else in their future. And that's why I do the videos that I do. I ascribe to a low-fat, high raw vegan diet, and honestly, that's not a popular message out there today. I love that the vegan message has spread worldwide, and there's probably more vegans now than there have ever been, but there's also so many junk food choices that come with the spreading of the vegan message that you can still be vegan and be extremely unhealthy. You can even be fat, you can be overweight. And so for me, I like to talk about the weight loss aspect. I like to talk about eating real plant foods that you can have on a vegan diet that are nutritionally dense, that are gonna help you think better, get rid of that fog over your eyes, look at the world, see what your purpose is, be in the best shape of your life. Those are the things that I like to focus on. And there's so many different ways to be vegan out there. There's so many different influencers and doctors and medical professionals that are talking about the benefits of becoming vegan. So I just wanted to make this quick little video to remind you, if you are vegan or even if you're not, it's not about tearing people down. It's about building people up with love and encouraging them and gently suggesting to them a way to change if they're looking. And if they're not looking, they're probably not gonna stumble across this video anyways. They're probably not even going to see or keep their eyes open to any other possibilities than what they know. But everybody has those times in their lives when they are searching for something better, when they wake up and they feel foggy and achy and they just say, there's gotta be something better than this. This is not the way I wanna live my life. And switching to a vegan diet is something that I believe can be really helpful. It's helped me immensely. I feel like I'm thriving on a vegan diet. I love it, and it's a big part of who I am. And yes, I'm an ethical vegan. And no, I will not be sharing and shoving down people's throats why that is. So just some little thoughts for you there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you are sharing anything with anybody today, share it in love. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.